This sequence is at the top of Live Flash. It's 8 minutes. It's unbelievable. I teach this sequence in my film studies class. It's just phenomenal. And Penelope just corrected me, rightly so. She doesn't give birth to the character that becomes Javier Bardem, but the counterpart. And I apologize for that.
Right, Javier? Liberto Raval's
yeah.
character.
But it's
I was like...
The sequence is set in the 1970s and is set on one night, the last state of exception announced by the Spanish minister Fraga during Franco's dictatorship. And he's born on this very unlucky star. It's tell us about, that was the first time you worked with Almodóvar. Tell us about that experience.
So we shot for only 10 days, something like that, but it really felt like we have done it for years and years. The connection was so strong. We were both kind of surprised about it because it was like, you want this? Like we could already then almost read each other's mind. I can never lie to him. I cannot even try. Like I cannot hide anything. And when we are on set or in live, he can look at me and he knows what I'm feeling. And he always says that he saw then that we had that together, and that's why he started to plan like more things to do together.
This is the director you were stalking, and all of a sudden you're like one-on-one.
Yeah, but I never bothered him. I mean, I was like around the area, the neighborhood,
What amazes me about this is that he cast you against type. Before this, you were playing glamorous, sexy women, and then he put you have a mole, and then like a little mustache. He deglamorizes you.
Yeah, but I think I was very lucky with the way I began my career because he saw Jamón Jamón and Belle Époque, and the two movies could not be more different, and the two movies were good, very good movies, so I was very lucky. And also in Jamón Jamón I was older, no, I was like my age, but in Belle Époque I was playing a little girl, I was playing like a 4 years younger, which in that age is a big difference. I was playing like a teenager. And the fact that I could have that presentation card, that I was so lucky that these two directors gave me those characters that I had not done before, because I have not done anything before. Pedro saw that, and he always tells me like that is the reason why he called me, to see those characters that were that day and night, like day and night. And then he gave me this one that also opened a lot of doors, because it was very, very different from all the others and very different from myself, and I was able to do an accent and like.
He also said, and I'm quoting him, that he enjoyed discovering ways to make you more vulgar, more ordinary during Live Flash. Was that the case?
And that was so much fun, to try to find what is, to have credibility, for the character that has like she's a prostitute and she has zero money and she doesn't even know how to read or write. And we had to really, even if it was like 10 minutes in the movie, we had to build this character, to make a story for us, a story that you never hear about this woman, but we needed to know who she was. And I love the experience of making this movie, because it was like beginning with him in a character, that was small in time, but that was an interesting character.
And you acted with Pilar Bardem. Tell us about that experience of working with her in that scene.
So it was great because she was always so nice to me. She was always protecting me and very honest, she was honest with everybody. She just always thought what she felt. But with me, always very affectionate, very warm. Sometimes even before, years before I was with Javier, I would just call her just to chat with her, and she had so many incredible stories about life, and she was so wise, and she was always fighting for, to solve injustice and to help others. She dedicated a big part of her life to that. Mm-hmm. She really cared about other people.
So, but there's 8 minutes of cinema in an Almodóvar film. Director like Stephen Frears saw it and seek you out, correct?
Yeah.
It changed your life.
Just how one thing took me to the next and to the next, and thanks to the opportunities to all these great directors. And Stephen Frears, I was also kind of obsessed with him because Dangerous Liaison. I saw that movie maybe 20 times. I was completely obsessed with John Malkovich in that movie. And then he saw it and he called me to do a casting, and I did it with my agent in Madrid. We put together a tape in her office, and we sent it to him, and then he came to Madrid, and he told us that he wanted me to do the movie. So my first time I came to America, it was with a two-way ticket, and it was like that for many of my first few films here.
Amazing. Well, let's look at a clip from Bolver and Vicky. Oh, I'm sorry. Open Your Eyes and All About My Mother.